Hey guys, Pete here, HVAC Greatness. I want to talk to you about a sales process for selling more equipment, especially during trying times. If you are emailing quotes to your customers, or if you're doing over the phone quotes, or if you're doing online quotes, you got to be careful because you're really putting yourself at a position of disadvantage. I know that's what the customers are asking for, but what a baby asks for is not necessarily good for them, right? Think nutrition. Okay, so even though we're dealing with fully grown, educated adults, they're not fully grown and they don't know what we know, and they don't understand the importance of actually having a professional assessment. Now, if you're going to be successful, let's talk about number one. You need to be properly branded. I know many of you who think that your brand is good, but it's not. So looking at Dr. Heat Pump here, for example, this is a company that we worked with, and they did a rebrand, and they were specialists, right? They're heat pump specialists. Very well branded, nice website, and nice wrap, okay? When you are the big fish in a small pond, everybody knows your pond. But maybe in your world, you're just a small fish in a big pond and you're struggling to stand out. So if you're having these constant price conversations, number one, you're attracting people who are price first minded, but people who are looking for professional work. And I know you think your work speaks for itself. They're looking for proof that your work is professional, and this is what they look to do. Let me show you just a couple of examples here. This is a brand that we just rebranded, Integrity First, quality company. These are honest people, and the colors weren't bad, right? But we went ahead and did an upgrade, and we gave them a unique marketing position. So this is the kind of stuff that you can do. You don't have to break the bank to do this. This is Rubens. He's the air care and repair bear. Again, Integrity First. Here's what it would look like on their van wrap. Here's Dr. Leak Seek Plumbing. He's a specialist, right? He's the company you call when there's a leak and you got to find it and it's hard to find. That's what he's great at. And by being a specialist, he gets to charge a premium. Here's Rubens again with his van wrap. This just gives you an example of a few of the wraps or a few of the designs that we've done for companies like you without having to go to the really big, expensive things. But let me show you how you use that. So number one is when you are going in to sell, we need to have a sales process. So the customer needs to understand, okay, these are all the elements that we need to consider before giving you a quote. We need to look at the structural needs, right? The house itself, building materials, infiltration, insulation, orientation, right? Overall size. Then we need to look at the proper application. We need to look at the existing equipment and ductwork, right? See what we're working with before we can even select the equipment. Before we do that, we really need to do a customer needs assessment and then add accessories to that. And of course, what we're always talking about is the company, how important that is, and then the materials and the craftsmanship that goes into that. But there's a way that you can communicate this in a presentation that allows the focus to come back onto you and not just about model number 1, 2, 3 and what your price is. Okay, let me give you an example of what one strategy might look like. First of all, you need to come in with differentiating, we'll just call them guarantees at this point. So there are certain things that you offer that they just can't get anywhere else, and they probably should be able to get. Now, we've got 14 guarantees. I think there's only 11 or 12 listed with this company, but there's a whole process that we go through, and we separate ourselves, showing why you need to do business with us. Now, I think you're going to like this. When it comes time to sit in front of the customer and talk price, here's what is being done out there. So we got a bronze, silver, gold, and platinum 2-ton, and you can pay $89.87 a month for that system. $10,977 for the silver, $12,478 for the gold, or $15,731 for the platinum. Those monthly payments aren't right. These are just examples, right? And all these details are not right. But the point is, we've got a 4-tier offer. Let me show you something better. So let's say that our bronze equipment is a 14 SEER, model number this, that, the other. Our silver is a 16 SEER, model number this, that, and the other. The gold is 18 or so, and then the platinum's 20. So we've got literally different model numbers. In our assessment, now we're about 3/4 of the way through the process when we're talking about this. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about the customer interview results, the equipment assessment, and start talking about it, which equipment system is best for you. But we're not going to do it like this. We're going to come in with a very similar page, but there's something very different. Down here at the bottom, you're going to see that this system is $10,978, but it can be had as low as $87.98. Well, what does that mean? Well, I kind of like the silver system. So let's look at customizing your silver system for you. So let me skip the bronze. We go to the silver, and so this is the exact same model number, only this is the one that was featured. It was $10,987. Here's why. Here's what it comes with. It has a 3-year labor warranty, for example, and a 10-year parts warranty. This one over here has a 5-year labor warranty. This one over here has a 10. And the labor warranties are just a piece. But the point is, if they just want the cheapest thing possible, we got a basic stripped down as cheap as we can go price. Now, the reason we do it this way is, and by the way, we can do this for our bronze, we can do it for our silver, we do it for our gold, and these are only the 2-ton units. And we can, if you're properly branded, you take your colors and you drop in here. You see how professional this looks? Let's look at another one. Here's Eco Comfort, the exact same thing. Let's look at their silver option. Get it? Let's look at another one. Let's go with Dr. Heat Pump. Very professional. We've got the doctor there, and we go in and we look at a system. We even put the doctor up there showing the exact equipment that they get with that silver system. Get it? And so here's another one over here on Motion Mechanical, our Canadian friends, and he's doing a similar system. And so here he's got the as low as, and then here's his bronze, silver, and so on and so forth. Now, when you're trying to price this, you got to understand, for your 2-ton quotes, you're not giving 1, 2, 3, 4 options. For each of those 4, you're given 4, 8, 12. We're given 16 options to your customers that allows them to choose what's best for them. Remember, customers hate to be sold, but they love to buy. If you give too many options, it can be confusing, but if you use a process like this that allows them to narrow in, it's very user-friendly and it's very powerful. So what we did is, when we did the price calculator, and if you've seen these, we do the entire company's price calculation for you. Where you can price your equipment replacement, your flat rate, your maintenance agreements, even your hourly rate for construction or whatever. But this is the calculator that we would use for setting up our residential equipment. So when it spits it out, we don't just have our bronze gas electric, our bronze split heat pumps, our bronze package heat pumps, gas packs like ductless. We've got a bronze, we've got silver, right? We've got gold, and we got platinum. But the difference is right here. The materials. What comes with this bronze? Well, that's what makes this a bronze basic. Well, let's go over and go to the next tab. What goes with the same model number bronze that gives you the 3-year warranty? Well, there's more stuff built in there. And so it's going to come at a higher price. What if we want an even higher bronze? We look at the better bronze. Maybe it has more stuff, and that's going to bring our price up. And then what about our premium bronze, right? Our best bronze. And so what we can do is take and customize our customers' pricing in such a way that they are in control. You do your price calculation once. The entire price book, price list is calculated. You transfer these numbers in, and when you sit down and you give a professional, high-paced yet easy to understand quotation process or estimate process, what happens is you're able, and you have to use psychology on this, we're able to get the information in the head quickly. Let me give an example of what that would look like. So let's say we're talking about all this stuff, and I'm wanting them to understand we have to do a structural need. So let's take one of the structural needs here. What we need to do is we need to measure your house, the entire volume. How much air is inside of that house? It's kind of like calculating how many gallons of water goes in that new aquarium. We got to know how much so we can keep it comfortable. Well, what about the materials of the house? How quickly can the heat get in? So that's kind of like sunscreen. What is your house's sunscreen? How much is it protecting from the heat getting in? And based on that, that's going to change the size of the air conditioner that you need. And those are for two. We go into infiltration. We go into load calculation. We go into latent heat versus relative humidity. Dehumidification and humidification. We're able to capture all this stuff in fast-moving pieces that a child could understand. So you are not selling from a technical standpoint, and we can quickly get to here, go through our process of elimination, realize, no, I don't want the bronze. I think I'll rather go with the gold, but maybe I want to go the gold better instead of the gold good because of the package that comes with that. So you set your packages up on tiers, and it makes selling those packages really easy. All the pricing is done, and your comfort advisor can sit down, navigate these things, give a professional, highly polished brand. And by the way, the consumers judge the quality of your work based on the cleanliness of your brand and your presentation materials. That's why they're talking price, because you're just like everybody else. But if you want to attract people who don't want just the best price, they actually want to invest in something that's going to give them a good return on their investment, you can have those types of conversations with companies like this. So Pete Ramsey, HVAC Greatness. If you are interested in this, stay tuned. We're going to be rolling this program out. But in the meantime, you need the basic pricing calculator. I'll put that in the link down below. Sorry, the dogs are barking. But anyway, that's how we do it. Pete Ramsey, HVAC Greatness. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.